people think they understand the impact of hearing loss, often viewing it as a simple inconvenience, like turning up the TV or asking people to repeat themselves. However, for many individuals, hearing loss can lead to more serious consequences, such as social isolation, cognitive decline, among other health issues. Early treatment is key to preventing these more significant issues. And today, we're joined by audiologist Sabrina Raineri from HearUSA, who will discuss why addressing hearing loss is so important and also share some of the tools available, including hearing aids, to help manage hearing loss. So, Sabrina, great to have you here. And what are some of the unexpected impacts of hearing loss? We talked about social isolation and that could lead to depression. What are you seeing?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think just like you said, some people feel that hearing loss is just an array of minor inconveniences, right? So situations where you have to turn the TV up a little bit more, or you maybe didn't catch what someone said and you have to ask them to repeat themselves. But what we see is that hearing loss actually has effect on many different facets of life. And my patients who come in are a perfect testament to that. What we see in the clinic is that untreated hearing loss can often lead to things like fatigue, exhaustion with conversations. It can lead to embarrassment if you have to ask for repetitions over and over, or if you happen to mishear the wrong thing and respond to the wrong question. Another area is patients may feel like they don't want to participate in conversations anymore because of those things. So they may self-isolate, which causes strain in personal relationships. And over time, if they are constantly isolating themselves, also can lead to cognitive decline. And research shows has a strong link with that development of dementia.
Yeah.
Additionally,
go ahead.
Patients who have, careers, what we see is that patients who have hearing loss often make $30,000 less annually than their hearing counterparts. So there's also a wage gap there as well when you have untreated hearing loss and are going to work. So it can affect a lot of different areas in your life.
Yeah, very interesting. And the social part of it is just so important. What steps do you recommend to address hearing loss?
Yeah. So I recommend first step is finding out if you have hearing loss. So the first thing you're going to do is schedule an appointment with a hearing care provider. And that's if you feel like you have hearing loss, or maybe you just want to get a baseline. A lot of my patients, when they experience hearing loss, they don't feel like it's just suddenly they woke up and they don't have access to sound anymore. What they notice is that maybe they mishear some words, or they feel like they hear sound, but it just doesn't come through as clear. If that's you, then it's a great idea to get your hearing assessed and see where your hearing lands. At HearUSA, we also have a program called the Hear Better Today program. What that is you would be able to go into the office, get your hearing assessed, and possibly leave that very same day with a set of hearing aids. And finally, we also accept insurance. So if you have insurance, don't be shy with your insurance card. Come on in and let us take a look and see if we can get hearing aids for you under your benefit.
Now, in the intro, I talked about how important it is to have early detection. What are some of the first signs that you see of somebody who's experiencing hearing loss?
Yeah, that's a great question. Some of the earliest things, like I mentioned a little bit with that needing clarity is a big part of it. But another big part of it is sometimes your spouse or your family members may notice those issues more than the person actually experiencing the hearing loss. At times I have people come in who say, I feel like I hear everything, but they start to find out all the sounds that they're missing. I mean, I have patients who've been fit with hearing aids and they leave, and after they come back, they tell me, I didn't notice my turn signal made a sound. I didn't notice that the sink made a sound so loud. So there's things that we don't always notice that we're missing, but we are. And so that early assessment is the really important piece, because you want to know where your hearing is landing before we come up with what we're going to do next.
And hearing aids have become so advanced with technology. Explain what some of the latest cutting edge technology is for hearing aids.
Yeah. So, hearing aids, they take sound, they make them louder, but some of the more modern hearing aids and the more cutting edge ones are really playing now with how do we make sound better in noisy situations like bars, restaurants, difficult to hear environments for most individuals. So modern hearing aids play around with how we make sound better. They try to focus on voices and reduce background noise as much as possible. Another area where hearing aids are growing is connectivity. Hearing aids are able to connect now to your phone, to your laptop, your tablet, really any devices you're using with sound, the hearing aids can now connect to them. Additionally, they have incredible battery lives now. Hearing aids of today are not going to die during the day at all. They can last up to 30 to 50 hours. And I know I don't have 50 hours in my day. So hearing aids are going to be able to last for a good long time. So yeah, they're much easier to use for sure.
Good to know. Where can somebody go to find out more if they want to have an early test and to find out more about HearUSA?
Yeah, so they can go to hearusa.com to find out more about HearUSA and get assessed, or you can call the number on your screen.
Yeah. Okay. Wonderful tips. And just, it can help so many people to get these early tests. So thank you so much for coming in and finding out.